Welcome back to another episode of 101 Guitar Lessons. My name is Lorne. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, and share these videos. Every little bit helps. Today, we are going to work on the G major chord. Now, there are a few different ways of playing this chord. We're going to discuss all of them, okay? Let's start with the basics. The G major chord is a 6-string chord, so you're strumming all 6 strings just like you did with the E major, okay? That's great. That means you don't have to be super careful with your strumming or your picking to miss the 6th string. You're strumming all of them. How does it begin? Well, you're going to put your second finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. Then your first finger is going to go on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. You'll be playing the 4th string open, the 3rd string open, the 2nd string open, and then you'll put your 3rd finger back here on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. Let's take a closer look. Second finger is going to go on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. First finger is going to go on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. You're playing the 4th string open, 3rd string open, 2nd string open, and your 3rd finger is going to come back all the way over here to the 1st string on the 3rd fret. Now this is the basic way of playing the G major chord. Let's talk about spicing up the sound a little bit, okay? So what I like to do is I like to add an extra note in there. Let's start string by string. Again, like we talked about, 2nd finger, 3rd fret of the 6th string. 1st finger, 2nd fret of the 5th string. 4th string is still open, 3rd string is still open. Here's where it changes. Instead of the 2nd string being open, you're going to put your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Then you're going to put your 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. So now you get this sound. I find that it's a little bit more colorful adding that high D in the chord. So let's listen to it with and without. Without. And with. They're very similar, I know. It's just personal preference. So that's the way that I typically play a G major chord, with those 2 fingers here. Now, there's one other fingering that may come in handy sometimes. Some people prefer this. I don't. Unless you're in a very specific situation in a song where you're playing like a folky type of rhythm or finger picking and you're switching between like a G and a C chord, then it makes sense. Otherwise, I find that it doesn't make much sense, but that's just my opinion. So the other way of playing it is this. You're going to put your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. Your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. Then you're going to play the 4th string open, the 3rd string open, the 2nd string open, and then your 4th finger is going to play the 3rd fret of the 1st string. So you'll notice it's the same fingering, or it's not the same finger, but it's the same notes as the first method where we use these 3 fingers, but when you use these 3 fingers instead, your first finger is now free. So if you were to switch between a G and a C, you can see that it comes in handy, whereas if you're doing it this way, there's more of a change, right? So for me personally, you can do whatever you want. I like doing it this way. I think it's a little bit more colorful, but that's just my opinion. Try all 3 ways, see what works for you, okay? Thank you so much for joining me again. Remember to practice with alternate picking and any other kind of strumming exercises to make sure that you're getting it nice and clear. If there's any buzzing involved, it's usually because your fingers need to come around a little bit, right? So remember, you just need to increase the curvature of your fingers by increasing the angle of your wrist slightly or moving your elbow around, okay? And that will help. The other thing is if you're not squeezing hard enough, that can be another issue as well. Okay, things to look out for. Again, thank you so much for joining me to learn the G major chord. This is Lauren from 101 Guitar Lessons. If you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe these videos. Every little bit helps. I'll see you guys on the next lesson.